Okay, so it's like there's a lot of ways to look at this situation. Like looking at Haley, like imagine for Justin, where Justin's heads out when he moves a woman in, he hires a woman to be his handler. Then this woman starts to invade his privacy. This is like a invasion of privacy. That's what it looks like. Look at how Justin is looking at him, and I'm pretty sure looking at her, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly like what's going on in his head. You can't really hear exactly what he's saying, but you can read his eyes and see that he's feeling uncomfortable with the way she's approaching him. Why would she do this? Why is she, this gives us an understanding on why Justin would be like, say stuff like if you weren't so pretty, I would have gotten rid of you a long time ago. And the reason why he feels like he would have gotten rid of her a long time ago is that because he feels like she didn't put in the work that she needed to put in terms of supporting him mentally. There is nothing anybody can do about what happened to you. There's nothing Haley can do but just try to be there. But looking at what Haley is doing, it literally does not look like Haley was at least when you look at so many other videos, you can see Haley doing her best in massaging Justin Bieber. And she probably doesn't know how to do it well. And that irritated Justin Bieber versus soothing him. And I'm definitely going to get into Justin Bieber's, Haley Bieber's videos and things like that. This is like, I feel like this is harassment. Like, even when I'm with my man, I wouldn't do this. Like, you never know what a woman feels, but remember Justin Bieber is way richer than Haley Bieber. So when Haley Bieber got with Justin Bieber, it was a major come up for her. It was a major come up, and it saved her and her family's life. So this was somebody that she had been looking up to and waiting to get close to since she was a little girl. And now that she's close to him, she probably can't believe that she's finally here. And he's probably like, well, damn, that's the only option I had. But when Justin Bieber was talking to me, he said he was actually attracted to Haley and he was with her because this is why it's very important for you to be honest with me when you're telling me about everything that's going on. I know you're afraid because he was saying, Sandra, if you keep like being mean, it's only going to make things worse for me and that with her, while I'm with her. And I was like, yeah, I understand that, but I need to hear and know that, that I'm talking to Justin and not somebody else. It has to be affecting you. If Justin is talking to me, he's going to respond because it's going to affect him, right? So that's how I'm going to know it's Justin. I'm also working on figuring out, is this the person that I'm really talking to, right? Because if it's not Justin, he's not going to respond in that sense. So there's a lot of investigation. I'm not the type of woman that's just going to just be talking to just anybody. And celebrities can get away with so much. They are the imposter, but trust me, as long as I've been on Facebook, on Instagram, I've never had imposters come on my Instagram, on my Facebook, trying to holler at me that were actual celebrities. So it wasn't until I put myself out there as someone that was into Justin Bieber that celebrities started to get at me. And celebrities, I know it's them, right? It's really them. It's not an imposter. But when they say the wrong thing, they say, oh, that was just an imposter. That was just an imposter. Right? When they say, oh, because first they're going to try you. They're going to try to charge you to see how much money they can get out of you. And if they can't get any money out of you, then they're going to be like, okay, never mind. When they see where your mind is at, then they're going to be like, oh, that wasn't me. So that's the same shit that Justin Bieber and Justin Bieber's mother tried to get at me and said, hey, why don't we meet at this place? And they think that it's okay and it's funny. They're really like, they could kidnap you. These people can kidnap you. I don't trust Justin. I don't trust Haley either. Right? But Haley made the skincare road line to try to build a trustworthy relationship with the fans. Something that Justin Bieber wasn't doing because his music wasn't going to last a long time. So Haley showed up and said road, but instead of Justin being more grateful, Justin was insulted. And I know that's Justin's personality. That's the male ego. If a woman has the house, if a woman has this house, has that, men have a tendency of getting angry and jealous because they feel like she was able to do it and they couldn't. They feel like they're less of the man. Of a man. I'm telling you, you're not less of a man because of your woman has more than you. You are just a person. It's hard in life for everyone and anyone, right? Anything could happen. And while it's easy for more attractive guys, it's even harder for some. For most of them, there's a lot that is harder because they end up getting raped, kidnapped because of the way they look, trafficked. It's a lot to really think about before envying someone that looks good and trying to be, there's nothing wrong with looking good. It's being smart about where are you going to show off your look. Some people have no choice. But sometimes when you don't want to be snatched, you have to lay low, right? So there is a lot to think about in looking at these videos. I don't feel comfortable. I feel more comfortable talking to Justin, but even Justin doesn't trust his mother. Even Justin doesn't trust his father. Even Justin doesn't trust his team, right? But when you're dishonest with the person that's trying to help you, then you lose my trust, is all I keep saying. I'm going to be here, try to, investigate these videos. This is what we have, Justin. This is all you have. You're going to be depressed until somebody, because I know that I'm soothing your voice. I'm soothing you in a lot of ways because everyone's acting like your life doesn't matter. Even if they've given you money, in their brains, they feel like there's other people. They've been raped too. And they feel like at least you have money, at least you have a place to go. There are people out here that don't even have a place to go. That's where they're thinking. And when you sing and cry about, if I had everything, but no one's listening, everyone's saying, we've been listening. We've streamed your videos and your songs for years and hours. They're listening to what they want to hear. But they're not listening until you tell them what's really going on. It wasn't until you started opening up about P. Diddy that they started to really listen. They were hearing you. They weren't listening. They were listening to the music. They weren't hearing the lyrics. I've been hearing the lyrics. I've been listening, paying attention to the lyrics and taking notes, mental notes. But like I said, I'm fighting a spiritual battle of my own. Once I turned a certain age and I tried to save my ex-boyfriend, Tyler, even my life got on the line. So do you think I'm going to run to another man's house to try to be with him? Because that could be a trap itself. Once everyone finds out, oh, that's your man. Oh, all right. Bring her here. I mean, as far as we can see, I'm in Hollywood. Right? But I'm not in the hip hop industry. I will never be in the hip hop industry. I don't dislike the hip hop industry, but they need to clean up their act. The whole raping children and all this filthy. So Justin, your job is to continue to come up better, to continue. I know you feel like you don't want nobody to, like, it makes you feel uncomfortable to be like, to do all that and then feel like you have to be like, okay, I'm getting the therapy that I need. I know how it feels. It hurts. It hurts. It's like they're trying to control you and they're not giving you the love that you need to comfort you, to make you feel better for what you've been through. And you work so hard to invest in so many people. I just want to remind you that there is a lot of those people that have worked hard too. But I do know that you know that there are people that money that came to you comes easy. Right? That's why they're able to spend front row tickets. There's a lot of rich people that are able to spend those front row tickets to meet Justin, those meets and greets. Those girls are have rich parents that they just want to give them what they want or need, right? So for you feel like, damn, I just been signing autographs, doing this, showing them that I'm here. But now it's time for me to be better. And I feel like everyone disappeared. But the money is still there, and then you feel empty because the money can't fulfill you. Like that's just the scriptures revealing themselves. That's all that is, right? But I'm here to tell you not to give up. I'm not here to beat you up and say you're a bad person. I don't feel like it's your fault in my heart, right? But you have to work on yourself some more without getting out. And if the more you talk about you're hurting and you get out and perform with Don Dolliver and all those other artists, the more the world is going to see you as someone that is not really going through something. They're not going to take your situation serious. Hell, you could be telling them anything to get more money. That's how they're going to see it. You have to really take the time out to heal. People are taking you for a joke because you were telling them one thing and doing the other. You're telling them you're sick, but then you're going out to do these performances. And then that's like, really? Right? Versus, and there is such thing as PTSD. When you perform, I think performance PTSD, I don't know if that's what we call it. Maybe we can give it a new name, but there is such thing as like, what is it called? Like, you start performing and it's hard for you to give up. It's been such a practice all your life that it becomes you'll become a slave to your artistry. That's how I used to be. I've been like, I just couldn't stop dancing for a while. Like, I'm like, why can't I just stop doing this? Like, I'm tired. Like, I felt like my body was just forcing it just kept moving. And I'm like, why do I don't want to dance. It's your body is wired to do something. And especially when you play a certain song, you're just like a trained dog. You train your body to do certain things. Right? Just try to think positive until you find someone that you can replace her if you're not happy with her. Because she looks like she's starting to come out. And that's a great thing because you want her to be happy.